Our DUI crash numbers have increased year over year.
A deadly trend on Cape Coral streets. Brand new traffic figures just released show fatal crashes are on the rise in the Cape, and many of them are linked to alcohol. So what does the police department plan to do about it? 4 in Your Corner's Tony Sadiku showing you how they plan to crack down. Tony?
Amy, Cape Coral police tell me they're taking several measures to address what they've identified as a growing problem in Cape Coral. New funding from the Florida Department of Transportation is helping officers crack down, but they're still working to increase traffic enforcement to hopefully turn the numbers around.
The 4th of July was a fun time for many across Southwest Florida, but the fun quickly turned deadly for 2 people. 84-year-old Paul Ortiz was killed after a car driven by 36-year-old Montague Moselle hit him head-on in Cape Coral at Veterans and Skyline. In Ortiz's car was his 78-year-old wife, Joan. She died early this morning from injuries sustained from the crash. Cape Coral police say alcohol was a factor in this crash, and they tell me they're taking steps to crack down on this growing problem.
Where the police department is hoping to bolster its efforts is in the enforcement side. Everybody is aware that DUI is not the right thing to do.
But cracking down hasn't been easy lately for Cape Coral police, as they've suffered staff reductions, which have impacted enforcement efforts. But Sergeant Costin says he's optimistic staffing is improving, and that will help boost nighttime traffic enforcement.
Us being able to couple the awareness component with a strong enforcement component, we think that we're going to see a much better result in the weeks and months ahead.
According to police, by this time last year, Cape Coral saw 4 fatalities related to alcohol. This year, that number has already doubled.
It doesn't surprise me that there's an uprise in DUIs. People need to know when to, cut themselves off.
I spoke to an administrator at the Southwest Florida Safety Council who told me the organization has programs to help rehabilitate people who get DUIs, which can cost between $5,000 and $7,000 for a first offense. She says sometimes prevention just comes down to common sense.
Don't drink and drive. That's the best answer that you can give, because if you get under the wheels of the car driving while you're drinking, you don't know what may happen.
Cape Coral Police Department is planning to conduct their 3rd high-visibility enforcement operation tomorrow night. Sergeant Costin says that means additional deployed officers will be looking for clues for impairment and will have a zero-tolerance approach to anyone found driving under the influence. In the studio, Tony Sadiku, Fox 4 in the